This is the week between Christmas and New Year's 2023, and I am on vacation, so we're not going to do a long intro. Let's just get right into it. This is one of the hardest racks that I ran during my daily 50 series earlier this year. If you want to see the whole thing, this is September 6th. So go to my playlist for the daily 50, September 6th, and this starts. This is a run of 99. That I take this rack from. That starts a little over the 3-hour mark into that run. But let's get into the rack. This is the break shot for the rack before the one we're going to look at. And I'm just playing this because I misplayed my position for this below the rack break shot, and I just called a bank shot. So I ran 99 in this run, and this is a hero shot to get there. And sometimes that happens. I happened to make it. You see the cue ball? Went straight to the rail. And then it curved like this and then came off the rack. If it wasn't for the 8-ball, I'd have a difficult shot on the 13. But from the 13, you can bounce out and get a break shot here, which is what I get. I shoot the 8 in the side, and I'm able to cut this ball into the corner pocket and open the rack and continue. I just thought it was interesting. I thought you might find that break shot interesting. But let's fast forward through this rack. And here's the rack I want to talk about. I've got kind of a shallow angle to begin. This is one of those break shots where you really you're just shooting hard because of the shallow angle, and you're just stunning the cue ball straight into this ball. And you don't want the cue ball to move very far or just bounce off from it, just boom like that. That's all you're trying to do, not even get a rail. And of course, you're not going to have any balls over here. All the balls go this direction, and this direction. But you're likely to get a shot in the side or this corner, or I could cut this ball in the corner. So this is a pretty good result from the looks of it. I've got 4 balls in the rack area, and every other ball is open. So I'm taking a good look at this, and I don't remember exactly what the entire pattern that I shoot. This is a potential break ball, and so is this 2 ball. Oh, I think I'm going into these. Am I going to these hard? Yeah, so I disagree. This was September, so several months ago, and I've changed. I've changed the way I approach the racks. Maybe you can't notice just by looking, but I'm definitely changed, because today I would not have done that. Today I would have, let me see, what would I have done? Let's go back and take a look. One more. Today, in order to run this, what I would be looking at is that I've got an insurance ball here. If I can shoot a ball off from the bottom rail, probably the 9, and go into these. Or what I might want to do is shoot this 3 ball and draw back here, because then I can shoot the 5 into the same pocket, and I can open these balls with some control, where I'm playing position for the 8 ball next, or the 11 ball next, or this stripe ball next. See what I'm saying? The shot, the way I shot it, I just went hard into the balls and was hoping. Now I can see that I might have been thinking that the 5 and the 11 are my insurance balls on this shot, and indeed they are. I have a shot on those. But this was a terrible decision. Why is that? Because I'm pushing balls towards balls that are already open and tying them up. And that's what made it a difficult rack. And indeed, you're gonna fail to get through racks if you're all in the habit of pushing balls towards balls that are already open. But let's see how I deal with it. So I just went and looked at the angle for this ball into the corner. So that's what I'm playing positioned on now, probably thinking I'm going to run into the 6 and take care of that, which would be a good idea.
I wasn't nervous. No, not me.
Do I have an angle to do that? Looks like I should. I think I'm looking at this thinking I don't have an angle to go into the 6. Oh, no. See, I didn't have an angle to go into it. And I tried to go into it anyway with some inside English and didn't get there. So now things are getting sketchy, and it's just getting harder, because now I've shot several balls off, and I have 2 sets of tied up balls still. And one through negligence and one through inability to follow forward enough to open up this 6. What am I looking at here? So I'm looking at angles on the 1 or this stripe in order to get these balls open. I'd like to preserve this as a break ball, but that's that's pretty wishful thinking considering where I'm at right now. So I'm looking at the possibility of shooting the 6-9 combination. This kind of falls under the theme as well that I've done recently that says, not all racks are going to be easy and you got to fight. You got to work hard. You got to work hard sometimes to get through them. This is probably, and this is my 4th rack of this run. So I'm on 42 plus however many balls I pocketed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5. So I'm on 47 actually. So I need 3 more balls to get a 50 ball run. But I'm not even thinking about that because if that's all I cared about, I could shoot 3 open balls and not open these. So I'm really not concerned about the 50. I'm not concerned because I know I'm going to get the 50, and I'm really working hard to run these balls. I don't remember what shot I shoot yet. Yeah. See, I could draw back, get an angle on this stripe. It does pass past here. Then I could loosen these up a little, and you're likely to nudge a ball over. Maybe the 8 will come over and get a break shot. I don't remember what I do. Let's take a look. Looks like I am drawing back. Okay, well, that was poorly executed. I don't have a very good angle.
Guys, just barely, 15 balls.
I guess I can draw back into the 12. Yeah, looks like that's what I'm going to do. Can I knock the 8 over for a break shot? Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it. Oh, okay, I didn't even have enough room to make that ball. So this is really the rack gone wrong. And that's why I call it the hardest 50. This is probably the hardest 50 I had. During my whole session of the daily 50 that I did. So now I've tied up the 1 ball.
Okay.
So I've got to get up here to shoot the 14, and now I'm probably forcing myself to have to shoot this combination.
What next?
So in one respect, this is how not to do it. In the other respect, sometimes things don't go right, and you got to fight for it. So. So I like the fact that I'm taking time and looking at these because, I could shoot the 6-9 combination now.
We're right here.
The cue ball should bounce off the rail and you can either play position for the 14 or, just tap these balls gently is all you need. Looks like I'm going to shoot the combination next. I doubt if I would go into these. Yeah, probably shoot that combination now. I also have I think I have a shot on the 12 ball. And once that's gone, then both of these go here. But then you're playing a below-the-rack rail break shot, which is probably not what I'm looking for. Then. So this looks, so this is the combination. I'm cutting the 6 ball to the right, so the cue ball's going here. I don't remember what I play position for. Can I come out far enough to get up here and have an angle to cut this stripe next? Is that what I'm trying to do? I don't like rolling it softly. I guess I'm just going to make this and have the 1 ball the other way next. Yeah, I'm coming all the way out. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that I did not foresee either then or today the 6 ball coming up here. But if you want to be a really top-notch straight pool player and a 100-ball runner, you need to see those kinds of things. Maybe I did, but I don't remember.
I draw it.
And I'm not sure what I'm talking about now, but we'll put it on the audio.
I could just
So now I can shoot this 12, and I'm just deciding exactly where the cue ball is going. I decide to shoot this soft, I remember, because the cue ball is probably going to hit the 8, and even if it doesn't, it's going to have follow on it when it hits the 13. So the 13 is going to go down, and the cue ball is going to go this way. So I want to hit this softly. I'm hoping for a shot on the 13, but I could also get the 8 back in this side or the 1 ball this way. So just some control here. Ooh, and why did I hit it that hard?
Just don't scratch.
Was I expecting the cue ball to go to the side rail? Possibly. So that was another bad decision. I mean, I put in the work. I'm planning on where the cue ball is going to go, but I didn't guess correctly. So now I've got another hard shot, which is why I call this the hardest 50. So again, another combination. I'm eyeing up it carefully. Where's the cue ball going to go? It's going to hit this rail, and I'm playing position off that rail forward for the 8 ball. Now again, where's the 1 ball going to go? Same as the 6.
What?
You've got to think about those things. The 6 ball caromed off the 9 into the rail, and so you got to look at the tangent line. It went straight up. The 1 ball caromed off the 13.
Right there.
And straight
for the
off the
taking.
13, it went
The one ball's out of
forward,
the
which
rack.
was
I
the
can break
tangent line
with
for
the one
that.
if I want to.
So
It works
you've
out
got to
that way.
kind of develop the ability
All
to
right,
kind of
let's get
see
there.
those collisions.
Right there.
This worked out ideal, and I'll pause it right here. I think you can see why. This is perfect because I can come, I'm just coming 2 rails out here. I want to get a slight angle on this one, a variety of, well, I don't want to be straight in, but somewhere in here, because then I can just stun the cue ball up here for the 6 ball break shot. But the thing that's beautiful about this is if I come too far, I can shoot the 6, bounce off the rail, 1 rail, and use the 1 ball as a break ball. These 2 balls that both go into the pocket, man, they're ideal because either one's a break ball or a key ball for the other. So that worked out really well in the end and at the very end. And as it turns out, I get a shot on the 1 ball just right. And I prefer the 1. I prefer the 6 as a break ball to the 1 because there's a little
1
more
ball.
distance between the break ball and the rack, but it's still close. So you can do more as far as predicting the cue ball or controlling the cue ball.
Yes, I got my 50.
Yeah, and now I gave a little fist pump there because I knew I got over 50. And that was my goal of that series was to get a 50 ball run every day. Some days it was quite a struggle, like this day. This was 3 hours into the session to get my 50. I'm gonna start doing a similar series in the new year, coming up next week, maybe 2024. Sometime in January, I'll start it. And I don't know if it'll be the daily 50 or the daily 100 or something else, but I have it in mind there won't be any more 3-hour sessions. Trust me. If I don't get to the goal that I want to achieve within the first hour and a half, that'll be a fail for that day. You can't just keep playing for 6 hours until you run 50 balls. That's counterproductive, and I've talked about that a lot, and I'll talk about it more. But anyway, let's take a look at this break shot. I do make this break shot. I'm giving a little speech to the camera. I do make this break shot because this is the middle of a run to 99. If I was going to play this today, what would I do? The ghost ball's way over here. In other words, this is pretty sharp inside cut. I think this is a follow shot. I think the cue ball is going to have enough velocity to curve forward to the bottom rail. I think that's the right choice. Yeah, and that's what it did. Notice how it curved to the rail and then shortened up. That angle shortens up. And I'm not happy with that break shot anymore. You're going to see me,
4 instead of the 9.
I've done it recently in the last couple of weeks. You're going to
9,
see
I
me
got
put some
followed down
outside
to
English,
8
left
over to
English.
11.
Because if that ball
Somewhere
can
in there.
curve to the rail
Or
and
I
have
could
left
shoot 4 and
English,
have
you'd
more
rather
options, I
see
think.
this route
Yeah,
for the
4
cue
ball.
ball rather than one that goes straight up. The route that let me hit pause. The route that my cue ball just took is not the preferred route. And I actually have a name for this route. My cue ball went to the bottom rail and then straight up, and it was going to scratch in this corner pocket. And that's why I call it the 714 position. Because that was the shot that ended Jason Shaw's 7th run at 714. If he had not scratched, he would have been on 715 and still shooting. And this doesn't have to happen. It's going to happen 1 out of, who knows, 1 out of 50 break shots, 1 out of 100. I don't know. But that's too many. Just a little bit of left English, and you get this. Or even if the cue ball hits this rail and comes up here, you're avoiding the scratch. Avoid that 714 scratch. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting run. I wanted to share it with you. It was a lot of hard work, the hardest 50. Hope you got something out of that and liked it. This is the last one of 2023. 2024 is going to bring some new things, but we'll keep this Rack of the Week going on Sunday. I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. Thanks a lot. See you next week on Rack of the Week. And remember, when you play straight pool, play it straight.